So now, Chef Si, I don't like onions. Can I use Funyuns?
Ooh, it's not going to be the same.
Okay, just checking. Just check.
It's almost similar flavor profile, but the mouthfeel is going to be a little different. So after I get these guys shaved down, I'm going to immediately salt and pepper them, because the salt and the pepper will start to break down the cellular structure of the onion, allowing the moistures to come out of the onion. And just like rehydrating your spices, you're going to end up rehydrating this onion with your honey and your vinegar. Your vinegar is going to get just a little bit of a bite, and the sweetness is going to come from the honey to kind of counteract the natural bite of the onion. Kind of naturally balance out that bite that you probably don't like out of raw onions, because I personally don't like raw onions, but I will eat them cooked.
And cook them down and nice and soft. But this is kind of in the middle, what you're doing here, the slaw.
We'll see. This is after it's been set for a little bit, and after it had the salt done, and then the natural, it gets reabsorbed all the sugars and the honey and the vinegars, and it turns out to be a little bit softer. And the vinegar and the acidity actually cooks the onion almost like a ceviche. So that would give you a soft onion like your cooked onion that you're talking about.
We got food coming inside. It looks good. Any questions out there so far? Everybody good? Yeah? I see a lot of people biting into that smoked brisket slider. I saw you bite into it, sir, right up front. You had a big old smile on your face. Big old smile. It is gone. While we do that, I want to talk about something that pairs well with this as you continue. And that is your first drink over here, and that is the Purple Cowboy Trail Boss Cabernet Sauvignon from Paso Robles, California. Yes. Now, this has a legend. I want to tell you about the legend of this drink here. Legend has it, there was once a group of winemakers who loved to ride rodeo on the weekends. They tasted so much red wine while putting the blends together that their teeth turned purple side. That's right. So they became as the band of the Purple Cowboys. And that's what that is. Now, this is a tribute to those winemakers and those rodeo riding cowboys. Now let's take a look at it. It's very dark, as you can see. It's a very dark Cabernet Sauv. Now it comes from cowboy wine country in Paso Robles, California. Now the grapes are sourced from the eastern side of the AVA. And what that means is it's more warm and drier, and it produces a full-bodied wine. So let's go ahead and smell that and taste it. That's pretty good right there. Like it says, it's got some soft tannins in there. Now it's very full-bodied, and this will go good with these sliders. Also, it can go good with steaks, tri-tips, roasts, stews, and burgers, and other hearty dishes.
But we do have some hearty dishes this evening.
There it is. That is very hearty. Very good. Now, we'll walk out here really quick and see who tasted it. We had the one guy with a smile on his face. We had a good, I want to, so what's your name?
Chris.
Hi, Chris. Chris, where are you from?
Marion, Illinois.
Marion, Illinois. Chris, you've been into that slider. I saw the smile on your face. Talk us through the flavors of that slider when you get into it, Chris. Talk us through, I want to take a tour of each part of your tongue. Well, in your conversation.
How did you feel? He's like seriously looking at me.
He is the chef. He's the chef. He wants to know.
That's what I live for.
Yes.
It's putting the food in your mouth and seeing the face that you give me when you eat it.
Okay, well, I definitely got the onion and the sweetness of it.
Sweet.
And I do like onions, so that was good. I can eat raw ones, but that's okay. And then with the bread and all that, it delivers fine.
Mm-hmm.
How do you feel about the sweetness? Would you prefer more tangy or more sweet?
I like food.
Oh, good. Good answer. Good answer. He likes food. Well done. Thank you very much.
So I'm going to stop this guy for just a second.
Yeah.
We've got a little bit of a surprise for him he did not know about. Today is his birthday. And, we've got a happy birthday cupcake here for him. And, if all of you guys would help me sing happy birthday to him, that'd be great. Go 1, 2, 3.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Mark. Happy birthday to you.
Thank you so much, guys. Thank you very much, Chef Sai. Thank you very much, Chef Steven. Thank you to everyone in here, all the chefs and the preps in the back. Thank you very much, Marianne. Thank you very much, everybody. I appreciate it. And thank you, most importantly, to my mom and dad, because without you two, I wouldn't be here. Thank you. And Chef Sai, your wife and son are here too tonight.
I did.
Right, special night. Thank you very much. I appreciate it. All right, with that, we're moving on.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, we're moving on. Let's move on. Let's move on and represent. We're moving on right now. We got the mini Coney Island Nathan hot dog with bean chili and cheese.
Bean chili and
Yeah.
cheese. Yes. Okay, so back to our same spice blend that we had at our barbecue. It's going to be chili powder, onion powder, garlic powder, cumin, coriander, salt, pepper. But this time I'm going to start with the tomato paste. I'm going to start with your tomato paste. I'm going to throw it in the pan with it a little bit warm. As the tomato paste cooks, it will change colors. It will change colors from this beautiful red color to almost an orangey color, kind of like these carrots.
Wow, really?
Yeah. That term is called pince. It's a pince of the tomato paste. It's the caramelization of the sugars in tomatoes. So as that caramelizes, with this chili, I didn't want to cook the vegetables to nothingness, where you would in most soups and things like that. You want to have a nice soft vegetable. Whereas chilies, you like to have a heartiness, you like to have a bite to it, you like to have a filling bowl of whatever. So today, we're doing the same thing, but we're doing it without the meat. Which last time, remember?
Yeah.
I said it was blasphemy to do chili without
Without
meat.
meat, you put extra meat.
I did put extra meat in it. So this time, pulled the reins back a little bit. I said, okay, I can do it without the meat. Just because it's more of a stew that way, but we can call it chili today. This is going on the hot dog, right? So as this caramelizes, I won't cook any of these other vegetables ahead of time. I'll end up starting with the diced tomatoes. These are a diced canned tomato you can get at any store. You can use a fresh tomato, but you're going to want to peel the skin. You're going to want to take the seeds out. It's a concassé tomato, if you will.
Right.
I'll throw all this in here after this caramelizes naturally. TV magic here. And then I'll end up throwing all the vegetables in at the same time. What we'll do is we'll want this, the liquids of this tomatoes and the tomato cans, we want that to cook our veggies versus, say, a saute method or a steaming method or anything like that. Because you want these veggies to release their liquids and their nutrients into the tomatoes, building the flavors inside the tomatoes. These guys in here also. What I'll do now is I'll let this cook. It'll take 45 minutes, maybe an hour and a half. Just depends on how hot I've got it, how much I've got in the pan, how hot I started it, how long I let it pince. Any variables. But I won't give this any of these spices until the last half an hour. Because, again, when you rehydrate these, all the oils escape. But all these oils will also release their terpenes, which is the flavor components in the oils. And as they cook, the longer they cook, those terpenes will leave the flavors inside the soup, but it won't be as bright of a flavor. That's like when you leave it in the refrigerator overnight, it builds those flavors because there's no heat action, there's no stirring action to release those terpenes, and all those terpenes are released back into the food, if that makes sense. With our hot dog here, we call it dirty hot dog water, but it's really not dirty hot dog water. It's a beer-based water. And it's Sierra Nevada is what we use today. I use 60% beer to the rest of it water. But you can also use a beef base, a chicken base, or something like that. Will help build the flavor. If you're opposed to necessarily the regular hot dog flavor, you can build that hot dog flavor with whatever liquid that you're cooking it in.
So this is something you want to definitely boil the hot dogs. You don't want to like fry them or grill them or anything.
Oh yeah, well, definitely, because this is your football party, right? You're supposed to be grilling dogs. But back to that. Also, if you grill them, sometimes your kids don't like them necessarily grilled as hard. They don't They dry out before you can get your burgers cooked, your ribs cooked. You can always put one of your foil disposable pans, fill it with water, put it on the top shelf of your grill. As you get done grilling those dogs, throw them right up in that water. It'll keep them moist, it'll keep them hot, it'll keep them ready for whenever the rest of the food comes off. Because your burgers are going to get dry, your ribs are going to get dry. All that other stuff that cooks longer is going to get dry if you cook them first. Whereas those hot dogs, you can throw them right in that water, they're good all day.
Yeah, that was a good tip you gave last time. Perfect.
So I'll put more chili powder in the chili to make it chili. I'm also a big fan of coriander, ground coriander seed. Coriander seed is the seed from the cilantro leaves. And another word for cilantro is fresh coriander. That's 20 years in the industry. I just learned that fresh coriander is also cilantro. A couple weeks ago, we had a party of the senses. We had a bunch of chefs from all over the world. All of our Disney locations came in here, and they all wanted fresh cilantro. And we were all looking around at each other like, what's fresh cilantro? Fresh coriander. What's fresh coriander? We're all looking around for it. And we had to go to our supplier, and he's like, oh, that's just cilantro. So it was kind of fun. We all learned something that day.
Always learning.
So as this guy cooks, it'll keep cooking and keep cooking and keep cooking. And really, it's based on personal preference on the level of cook you want on your vegetables. How much bite you want, how much tooth you want. This one's going to be cooked down quite a bit because I want it to be a smoother texture to go along with your hot dog. You don't want a fighting textures to go along with that. So, and just like you're going to build it at home, you can build it in a million different ways. Chili on the bottom, cheese on the bottom, dog on top. You can put some bell peppers on there. You can put some brisket. Put your hot dog on top of it. Make it a meat sandwich.
Meat sandwich, yeah, I see. How many people will put cheese first? We have a few people cheese first. All right.
5, 6
Yeah. Cheese first, second, and third. All right. I like it.
So that's the fried cheese dog. That's a Texas State Fair type thing.
Definitely. Now, you talk about, earlier you mentioned that, you had the chili and you said, you don't believe in vegan chili, so you added some meat, but you pulled back this time. But I want to talk a little bit about your career, Chef Sai, is that you actually have experience with cooking with people with special dietary needs, and I think it's really cool. Can you share that with us? Really
I do. A few years ago, I worked for a place called Roundup River Ranch in Gypsum, Colorado. Gypsum, Colorado is probably about 30 miles from the Avon Ski Resort area where Beaver Creek, Park Bell Resorts, is at. It's a children's camp for terminal illnesses, debilitating diseases, organ failures, extreme needs, and extreme diets. Every week, we had a different week. AIDS week, HIV week, diabetes week, celiac week, extreme medical diets that they couldn't eat certain things that would go along with their medicines and would counteract and make their medicines not work for them. So that was quite an experience. I had to design menus every week, 5 days a week, 3 meals a day, 2 snacks a day for over 200 kids. And each week was a menu based on whatever diseases or whatever special diets and needs they had for that week. So, quite the experience.
Quite the experience, yeah. And you said you had a special experience with kids that were HIV positive?
Oh yeah, there was a bunch of the kids that were coming in HIV positive were adoption kids. And a part of this, I guess, foster facility, they brought their kids out for one of these weeks, and all these kids happened to have HIV or AIDS, and they had never had bacon. Most of these kids come from places that never ate bacon, never ate sausage, never anything like that. So every single day after that very first day, they tried bacon. We having bacon for lunch? We have bacon for dinner? We have bacon for breakfast? When are we going to have bacon again, Chef? We love bacon. So we had a whole bunch of bacon that week, for sure.
Thank you very much, Chef. Thank you for sharing that. And we got some kids. How are kids liking the hot dogs? I know kids like hot dogs. How's she liking the hot dog? Hot dog good? Yes! You got a yes! You got a yes. The kids are happy, and that's what's important. Very nice. Let's talk about what pairs with this. This is good. This is one of my favorites here. It's the Angry Orchard Crisp Apple from Walden, New York. It's very good there. One of my favorites. I love that cider. Let's go ahead and smell it. It smells so good. It smells like cider. This is good. It's like biting into a crisp apple. It is very nice. It's a perfect balance of sweetness. It's bright acidity, and it's from the apple's dryness of the traditional cider. resulting in a complex yet refreshing cider. So if you've tried the hot dog, I think a lot of people who've already eaten hot dog, go ahead and sip on that.
And the hot dogs have been gone.
They've been gone. Angry Orchard, crisp apple.
It happens to also be my wife's favorite.
Oh, yeah?
So when I saw that this was going to be here, I was like, oh, sure, you got five.
Yes. Anybody got ciders out there? Woo! Yeah. Nice. Perfect.
Sometimes they're called a beer in my household. That throws the beer drinkers off.
Yeah. You still pass you a beer as a cider. What's a favorite cider? What's your favorite cider? Who raised your hand and had a cider? Yes. Yes, cider. What's your name? Hi, Katie. Katie, and you ran? Yeah. What did you run?
Half marathon.
Congratulations, Katie. Was that your first Disney World Disney event?
First time Disney.
Oh, first one Disney. Give her a round of applause. Welcome to the family. You get excited. All right, so tell us your favorite cider.
It's the Ace Pineapple Cider from California.
Wow, Ace pineapple cider. And what's good about it?
It's a good balance between the sweet and savory. It's not too sweet.
I can't let you talk too much because we're sponsored by Angry Orchard. Thank you very much. But thank you very much. Who else has a cider they like? I'm trying some new things. Anybody else? Anybody else with a good cider? Yes, let's go to the back here. Angry Orchard, thank you very much. That's how it's done. That is how I'm just kidding. What's your favorite? There's different flavors too. I like the crisp apple. Did you like the crisp apple? No, I haven't had that yet. No, they might have it. It might be.
In the UK?
In the UK?
Is that any?
Let's say yes. Let's say yes. Oh, yeah, let's go with yes. Angry Orchard, black cherry if they have it. Thank you very much. All right. Anybody have any questions so far about any parts of the recipe? No? All right. Perfect. Let's talk to your son.
I'm sure you'll love that.
Yes. Hi there. You know what's funny? I love this. What's your son? What's your name?
Riley.
Riley is chilling. He's at Epcot in his Universal Studios t-shirt. That says a lot about your son right there. He is a rebel. His dad works for Disney and he's rocking his Universal Studios t-shirt. So what was your favorite meal? Did you like the brisket or the hot dog?
Hot dog.
The hot dog. And is this something that your dad cooks that you really like?
Yeah.
Yeah. What is it?
Chicken fried steak.
Chicken fried steak. You like your chicken fried steak? Chicken fried steak. All right.
Better, he just had it.
So this is still sitting. This looks fantastic. It has the cheese. And what kind of cheese is this? What would you recommend aside from the cheese?
Well, this particular cheese is like a Rico's clone. So you can get a nice cheese from a can at any nice grocery store, Walmart, or any of your local fine markets.
Gotcha.
This is it's called basic cheddar cheese sauce.
All right. Sometimes it's that simple, Si. Sometimes
It is.
especially when you get the cheese on cheese on cheese. All right. So let's say the Cowboys won tomorrow night.
When they win tomorrow.
Let's just say they won. And some freak accident they win. Okay. We're celebrating with a giant cowboy
I'm not
cookie.
liking that.
I think it's a big cowboy cookie.
That's good point. Good point. I get it. Yes. Thank you. So tell us about that big cowboy cookie.
So this cookie is going to be an everything in the kitchen sink type cookie. It's going to be an oatmeal cookie. It's going to be a coconut cookie. It's going to be your chocolate chips cookie. You're going to throw some nuts into it. So when you bite into it, you're like, oh, this is going to taste a little bit like an oatmeal raisin.
Yeah, because I saw oats in there.
I
Yeah.
taste chocolate. Wait, is that coconut?
Oh.
Just like that. So we throw it all in there together.
Yeah.
We couldn't decide. So that's how you make a regular cookie, a cowboy cookie.
Kind of just put everything in.
Put everything into it.
Yeah.
The secondary, the defensive line, offensive line, all of it.
Everybody's there.
Right there. Except for the Jets. Yeah, you guys watched that game, didn't you?
So, I want to talk about what's going to be going good with that cookie. That would be the Once Upon a Fine Villainous Zinfandel from California. Yeah, this is very nice. This is to play the good villain. Our 2013 Zinfandel is both dark and complex. This swoops in with a jammy black fruit, accented by peppery spices. You can smell the spices in there.
I feel like that's a cronk. He's the good villain.
Yeah. Yeah, he is. He's a lovable villain. Yeah, this is the crunk of villains. I would say so. Very nice. You can tell it's got the very good personality from the California style, and it's matched with the American oak nuances. The palate is smooth and soft with balanced tannins, followed by a long, zesty finish. So let's go ahead and taste it and see if we can get that.
Zesty, that's a nice word for wine.
Yeah. Wow. Yeah, that is tangy. That is very villainous. Yeah.
Does it have some zest in there?
It tastes bad. No, I'm just kidding. In a good way. In a good way. Please scratch that from the record. In a good way. Now this is good because it pairs well with like grilled ribeye steaks, barbecue pork, or roasted shallots, and potato salad. Yeah.
I think you're using bad in like the 90s.
Yeah, like good, not bad meaning bad, but bad meaning good. Like Run DMC style.
Color me bad stuff.
Color me bad. Yes. This was a good. This was good. Who liked this Zinfandel? This was nice. Have a nice look. Let's talk to this.
I think I saw one hand.
We'll talk to a guy and a lady, so we get some different perspective on this. We'll start with you, because you ran 13.1. Congratulations, you ran that. Yes. Your first run, Disney? You got a lot of them. Okay, very good. And what's your name? Where are you from?
I'm Kevin. I'm from Dallas, Fort Worth.
Oh, nice. All right, perfect. Now tell us, talk us through this Zinfandel that you just tried.
Well, it had a very nice bite and spicy aftertaste, and it's probably why it gives it like spicy foods. Yeah.
So you like that? You like how it felt the tannins just kicked in right away?
Yes.
Perfect. I like it. All right, perfect. Thank you very much for sharing. All right, let's walk over here. Talk to this young lady. Hi there. What's your name? Where are you from?
I'm Rachel from New Jersey.
New Jersey. Rachel from New Jersey. You also ran, right? All right. Give her a round of applause. She also ran. A lot of people. All right. And you're going to be at the party tonight?
Oh, yes.
Perfect. All right. So tell us about. Talk us through it.
So, which one?
The Zinfandel.
Oh, Zinfandel. Well, I liked it because I thought it was pretty light and it had a good crisp and it goes well with the chocolate. I always paired red wine with chocolate.
Nice. Okay. Perfect. And you taste the chocolate in the cookie?
It's pretty good.
Perfect. And the walnuts. Oh, by the way, there's nuts in the cookies. There's nuts in the cookies. Okay. This one, too late, man. Perfect. All right. There it is. And I like that a lot. The part of the cookie I ate, I didn't taste the chocolate yet, so I can't wait to try that. You know what also pairs well with this is this amazing cupcake. It's not only does it say happy birthday on it, but it's got a little chocolate on there, and this is probably like a vanilla based and a little chocolate, white chocolate, dark chocolate stick on top.
We also had Tinkerbell come by
And just pixie dust.
Pixie dust.
Even better. Thank you so much. All right. Well, I think those were them. Thank you very much. So how about a round of applause for Si? Thank you very much.
Thanks, guys. Thanks for coming out.
Yeah.
Saturday party for the century.
Party for anybody part of the census Saturday? Oh yeah, right.
We got one day there.
Yeah.
We're gonna have an amazing time.
So tell us a little bit about it, Si. Why are you excited? I've done it a few times.
So if you guys look over here in the top over here, you see a little bit of decorations. These are our nice fine decorations. Each one of those drop downs is going to have a different station with two different chefs. They're either a TV personality, a famous cookbook artist, a Michelin star chef. Some of our Disney chefs are also part of it. They're all going to have a featured dish. It's going to be a two of five bite, a little entree there. And it's a very nice evening. Each station has, I think, 3 wines and 2 different types of alcohols on them. Walk around and eat and drink as much as you want.
And there's also entertainment.
There is.
Yes,
There's a group of ladies that play the violins and fiddles very, very nicely.
Violins and fiddles. Yeah. Well, there you go. A mixture of 2. Fantastic. Well, perfect. There you have it. Let's talk about upcoming tailgate tasting Sunday, November 10th. We're going to have the Seattle Seahawks versus the San Francisco 49ers. Yeah, baby.
That's going to be a good game.
Mm-hmm. And then on November 17th, we got the Kansas City Chiefs versus the Los Angeles Chargers. 2 teams. So we got 2 more tailgates coming up. They're going to be exciting, different aprons even. How you guys feel about your aprons, huh? Really cool. Are you ready for football?
Yes, we are.
All right, well, like I said, ESPN sponsors this, and they also have something really cool you could walk away with. You can share it on social media. You can have your very own Monday Night Football promo. Remember the hashtag takes Epcot. After we're done, Chef Sai will be here. I will be here. You can take pictures, talk to us, or just, but here's something really cool you can do. You can go see my friend Johnny. How you doing over there, Johnny? Wave at him, Johnny. We got some props over there. Let me show you. I did one the first day. Let's go ahead and run it. Take a look what I made. Yes, there it is.
Since I was sitting in that car.
So I know you can do better than that. So yeah. So anyway, you can head on over there and get your own promo done, and you can share it on social media. You can have your own title, whatever you want the title to be. They also have props over there. So thank you very much. I want to thank our prep chefs from the back. Thank you very much to all of our the people that passed out of our food, our technicians. Thank you so much. Thank you very much for joining us for this ESPN Tailgate Tastings. Thank you very much. And head on over there. Thank you very much, Chef Sai.
Thanks, guys.
Have a good night, everybody. Thank you.
Thank you.
Are you gonna go on the video?
Yes.
Oh no.
My husband doesn't like onion. He thought that it was so well done.
Yeah, he doesn't like onions. I ate it. It's okay.
I had to be an adult to eat onion. Yeah. And what happened is that when you become an adult and you're like, okay, this is something that goes with